Hi everyone. Welcome to Nursing 524. I'm sending you a welcome video because over the past probably week or so, you've received a lot of emails and email announcements from Blackboard. And at this point, you're probably tired of reading things and you're probably not remembering a lot of what you've read. So I wanted to touch base and give you some highlights for our course so that you would know what to expect. My teaching philosophy is a belief in servanthood. I want to make a difference in how I serve the world around me. Philosophically, that doesn't mean that I'm subordinate to the world. It simply means that I have a role in service to help our society. My personal philosophy for management or leadership or nursing is mirrored in the principle of servant leadership. I believe that part of being an effective influence comes from when we're serving the needs of others, and especially those that we're entrusted to care for them. When we think about what servant teaching is, there's a great article about servant teaching and the power and promise for education that was written by Patrick Robinson in 2009. And he talks about the unique qualities of servant teaching. He talks about the judicial use of power, listening, showing empathy, being willing to change when necessary, reflection and contemplation, taking the time to think about the things that are shared through teaching, and then to collaborate and come through a consensus. I try when I'm teaching to share those principles with you and to manage our course that way. So I want you to know that you can expect that from me. From a logistics standpoint, communication. For general communication, I would like you to use the Ask the Professor discussion board. Those are the questions that include, where can I find, or what should I do about this? They're general questions that don't include personal information or questions about your grades, or questions that are specific only to you. Never hesitate to send me a personal email if you have a sense that it's something that's just more specific to you. Please know that if you send me an email either through that venue or through the Ask the Professor board, and the information is readily available on Blackboard, I'm going to send you some information on where to find that information. So take the time to make sure that you're familiar with our course before sending either an email to me or a post on the asktheprofessor.com. Please know that I make every effort to respond to emails within 24 hours. If for some reason I need to be off the grid for a while, either I'm sick or an emergency has come up, I'm going to try to communicate that with you very quickly, and so that you know that. Grading and feedback for your work, I make every effort to make your feedback a priority. I know that you're on a week-to-week basis and that you're likely to use feedback that I'm providing to improve your work for the following week. Those first weeks or two of courses is pretty challenging because you're not entirely sure what that professor is looking for, so you're anxious to find out how close to the mark you came. So I try to turn that feedback around pretty quickly in the first few days of the week. If for some reason, again, something comes up, I'm sick, remember even Superman gets sick, I'm going to communicate that to you as quickly as possible and let you know that there's going to be a change in a pattern so that you know to expect that. If you ever get feedback from me, either in the rubric or by email, and you're not certain about it or you have questions about it, know that I am here. It is a virtual world, and sometimes it's hard because you feel like you're out there in the Ethernet all by yourself. The feedback is there to guide you, but if my feedback lacks clarity for you or you would like additional information, contact me by email, call me, text me, send me a carrier pigeon, reach out so that you and I can work through feedback so that your developmental needs are met. The teaching that occurs in online, for the most part, comes through the exchange of me giving you feedback and you seeking clarity and you making those changes to future work so that your work is always improving. I can't help grow you and provide additional growth opportunities that are different than what I anticipate if you're not asking other questions. So in the absence of questions from you, I'm going to assume that you're getting your needs met through the course, unless I hear differently. My expectations of you as a student is that you're going to make your full effort to learn the content that's offered in the course. You're going to apply that knowledge that you're going to learn in our course to honor your commitment to being a champion for Christ. We are really focused on helping refine your nursing leadership skills, but most especially so that you can apply your nursing leadership skills to honor your relationship with Christ and to bring others to Him. I want you to treat your classmates and myself with positive regard, with respect in your interactions. That includes in your discussion boards and your emails to me. When you send me an email, remember that it is a professional environment. Sending me an email in all capital letters is probably not the best approach. My encouragement is if there's something that you're really stressed about, give me a call. But to always be thoughtful about how you're engaging with your peers. I want you to request appropriate assistance. As soon as you know you need help, please reach out. I'm going to hope that you take responsibility for that. I want you to use appropriate resources. If you're struggling, and I've recommended that you see the Writing Center or that you seek a tutor, my encouragement is to follow through with those recommendations. I want you to be aware of all of the course policies and guidelines and to follow those policies with diligence. There are timelines, and I'm a stickler for being on time. I'm one of those old nurse leaders that when you're clocking in, if you're 5 minutes late, you're late. So I'm going to hold you accountable to the deadlines. So be very mindful that I will be glad to understand your circumstances, but outside of extenuating circumstances, you have a week to do your work. I would not wait until the last minute to do those things so that you don't have technology issues or computer issues or someone, is not feeling well in your house and all of a sudden your life has gotten very chaotic unpredictably. Plan your time so that you can meet the timelines in the course. I am going to hold you to them. I want you to act with integrity within your coursework. I want you to avoid plagiarism. I want you to understand that all work in this course, that you're expected to create your own original work for this course. I want you to be aware that there are some assignments that you may feel like lend themselves to using components of previous assignments in other courses. That's considered self-plagiarism, and it is against Liberty's policy to use prior work that you've been given a grade and feedback on. So please be aware that we monitor for that, and that will be addressed if it is a concern. All work needs to be original, and it all needs to be cited appropriately in that nightmarish APA. So at this point, you're in 524. If you have not purchased your APA manual, my encouragement is to get an APA manual. If you're using an online or a formatting tool, remember that the formatting tool is only as good as its user's knowledge of the format you're using. It cannot catch all of your errors. You want to be very aware of the expectations of formatting. And the last thing that my hope is for you in this course is to know that I am praying for you. I'm praying for your success. I'm praying for your professional growth. I am praying that this course will bless you in a professional way so that you're going to make a difference either in your patients' lives or the employees you support. But I also hope that in this next couple of weeks together that we share new ideas and we share our faith journey in some different ways that are specific to our role as nurse leaders and most importantly to our role as a Christian nurse leader. It's tough out there leading an organization and leading a department and even coordinating patient care. It requires us to have a very close walk with Christ and to be attentive to that walk on a daily basis. So know that that's going to be a central theme for our course. My contact information is on Blackboard. Know that I'm here. I know sometimes it can get lonely out there, but I am here. Let me know how I can serve you and how I can support your success. I'll look forward to seeing you guys in the next couple of weeks. Take care.